大家亲爱的粉丝们，你们怎么样？我是芳芳，
我是圆圈圈，
我们是元芳，你怎么看？
今天我们会聊一下最近热门的一部大电影《流浪地球》，你看过了吗？
看过了，我觉得很好看。
我们看一下中国网友对《流浪地球》的评价是怎么样的。大家基本上也能猜到是一些很嗨、很燃的一些评价。先看第一条，爆米花白买了，电影太精彩了，都没空吃，可乐都没有气了。
那倒是不至于吧？爆米花肯定会吃的，一边吃你又不用看爆米花吃的时候，
有点浮夸，同学。然后2小时的电影，1小时50分钟的特效，每1分钟都在视觉过瘾中度过，3D 的代入感让我超级享受中国科幻大片的瘾，赞不绝口。
确实，我觉得这个电影近几年的特效是最好的，我没有发现任何的 bug 在特效里面。
其实有一个小 bug， 上面有 Windows 系统，右下角有一个 Windows 激活，它用的是个盗版系统。
真的假的？然
后旁边写着一个激活 Windows。
这是故意的吧？
应该是故意的，因为它作为一个破解程序嘛，那个时候。还有网友说，作为中国科幻的领头羊，这部电影可以说是非常不错了，里面的这种美感绝对值回票价。还有网友说，电影票我都已经收藏起来了，这就证明了有多好看。
我没有收藏，我不收藏电影票，好看你就下载呀。
那我们现在来听一下国外网友对这部电影有什么样的看法。
其实我觉得国外的评价可以说是更中肯一点，有好的也有坏的。
那我们来听一下。
There's a lot to like about this fast-moving adventure sci-fi epic, from the sheer audacity of the core storyline to the gorgeous sets and external shots, to the gritty realism of the underground cities. Like all good science fiction, it asks the viewer to ponder some fundamental questions about who should be saved, what costs we're willing to pay to survive, and what plans we might create if we're really heading to heck in a handbasket. However big or small, the visual effects are stunning and rival the best of Hollywood's sci-fi epics. So, 就是跟 Hollywood 没有很大区别，就差不多了，一样水平了。还有一些人说 My favorite scene was definitely the one where the Earth finally departs and everyone saying goodbye solar system in different languages. There was something beautiful about that scene.
就是很多人用不同的国家的语言说再见。
Yeah, it was
太阳系。
很漂亮。
再见，太阳系。
Goodbye, solar system. Au revoir, système solaire.
Auf Wiedersehen, Sonnensystem.
This movie shows the differences between Chinese and Western culture. What does the Westerners do to overcome the decay of sun? They launch spacecraft into outer space and hope to search for another habitable planet and restart humanity there. What do the Chinese do? We move our home to outer space. 还有人说 We've also launched a giant bomb towards the sun to ignite it again. 重新点燃太阳。西方和中方的区别。It's true though, I think if it was a Western movie, everyone would just be like, okay, fuck off, bye. 我们去找一个新的地球。中国是我们把地球开走吧，找一个新的太阳吧。
截止目前就是我们拍摄视频的时间，2月18号，《流浪地球》IMAX 已经成为了中国电影历史上票房最高的一部电影，已经突破3亿了。然后，《流浪地球》在北美上映了11天，达到了382万的票房成绩。
So it pays to get good special effects.
然后呢，由于这部电影它背后的制作团队，其中呢有一个人也在网上火了，他叫 AKA 火锅大王，不知道大家有没有看见过他？
火锅大王那个。
不熟悉的话，大家看一下这里。他在网上对《流浪地球》做了一些他作为团队中的一些评论，大家看一下。
And today, I went to go see The Wandering Earth in the theaters for the very first time. Normally, I don't like to go see movies that we worked on because they're kind of a bit spoiled for me. One of the striking things about The Wandering Earth is that not only do they use tons of visual effects, it actually looks really, really good. I'm going to cover 3 things in this review. 1, things I don't like. 2, things I liked. And 3, overall thoughts. The icy environment of Earth and the overall look of the outside shots was really, really beautiful. I really felt the frigid cold, and the snow and ice effects were really spot on. I liked the use of heavy machinery throughout the movie. The world looked like something out of Warhammer 40k. Metal, tough, rugged. There was really good detail put into the design of the large machines, and all the machines really. CFGC made an amazing film that is visually stunning because they didn't skimp on the budget. They went all the way with this movie, and man does it show. If China starts down this path of making bigger and better movies than ever before, it could be the beginning of something new, an era where China sets the tones for movies.
感觉他对《流浪地球》的评价也是蛮中肯的，然后他个人的一些风格也是蛮鲜明的。
但我觉得不可能是中肯的，因为是他自己做的特效吧。我自己做一个特效，我不可能很中肯。大家都去看一下，这是我做的。但我觉得这个电影确实很好，所以我不怪他，因为我也会这么说。
我们看他这个视频的同时，他还有其他他个人的视频，我们翻到了一个他手撕了一些国外博主，一个是叫
Serpentza。
对，我们先看一下他是怎么手撕他的。
Today I want to talk to you about a YouTuber named Serpentza, whose real name is Winston Frederick Sturzel. Winston is a South African guy that's gotten famous for his videos about China. In them, he often points out how objective he is about China. In the beginning, he was relatively objective about China, but after he quit his longtime English teaching job, his videos turned more sensationalist and anti-Chinese. And as soon as that happened, his Western followers increased dramatically. Serpentza and his friend Lawai86, another English teacher, make videos that exploit and abuse Chinese people, all the while smiling in their faces. It's time to expose Serpentza as the fraud that he is.
I used to run an IT consulting company, and one of my clients wanted to come to China. He wanted me to come along.
Winston says he didn't get successful by making videos about China. He was already a successful business owner. The story he's telling sounds a lot like mine, actually. He says he was running an IT consulting company called Access Oriental. Kind of weird that he would call it Access Oriental when he had never been to Asia before, don't you think? Let's take a look at accessoriental.com to find out about this big IT boss. Actually, it turns out accessoriental.com doesn't even exist, and all the old versions of the website are just him blogging about being in China. So just like we suspected, he's been lying this whole time to make himself seem successful when actually he was just an average English teacher in English on his YouTube channel without subtitles, so they will never know what he said.
Of course, I met a bunch of millionaires and billionaires and stuff along the way, but I've never had any respect for them because it's new money and they didn't know what to do with it and just threw it away on garbage.
He's never had any respect for them? Okay, well that's disgusting. He's literally saying that wealthy people in China are idiots. Do they know how he talks crap about them behind their backs to the rest of the world? I think he's a loser who tries to trick people into thinking his videos are objective. But what do average Chinese people think about him?
Quite some time ago, there was this massive campaign to try and get me deported. These nationalists are like sheep. They're really just so stupid. They're very, very, very bad, and they're way more dangerous than white supremacists. When people put this anti-foreigner rhetoric, nobody steps in to stop them.
A massive campaign to get him deported, so Chinese people don't like him either. He hates when Chinese people love China. Well, that explains why most people want him banned from China and talk trash to him online. Nationalists are more dangerous than white supremacists? No. Chinese nationalists are patriots who are sick of seeing idiots like him screw up Chinese international relations by intentionally portraying China in a negative light. And I'm sick of foreigners like him too. He's making me look bad because some people might think we're similar. We are not similar at all.
看完这段视频，他的言语还是蛮激烈的。我们看一下国内外的网友对这个视频有什么评论。我们先看中国的。Serpentza 是一个在油管上制作有关中国视频的在华南非外教，专门在客观的面具下抹黑歧视中国，欺骗无知观众。还有网友说，哈哈哈，看到 UP 主还用了睿智形容 Serpentza， 我决定给 UP 主充电。另外一个网友说 ，B 站不过审，油管压播放。
我们来看 YouTube 评论是怎么说的。I like your channel. You speak truth and back up with hard evidence. I watched some of Serpentza's video and totally agree with what you said in the video. It is sad to see some people, Serpentza, are using hatred and redneck people to boost their income. 但是还有人反驳这个视频。NW person says, Hey, I'm a girl who grew up in the West and had negative opinion on China and its people. That is until, yes, another Serpentza converted here. True, he does have some air of vanity, but hey, that's only if you're nitpicking. But at least he makes his content objectively as possible and doesn't try to put anyone down. Fact is, I got to know him after searching China, and your video popped up when looking for his video. So who's using choosing who. It's not personal, I don't even know you, and to be honest, after seeing this video, even though I would like to hear more from foreigners in China, I would probably pass on watching your other videos. 要是我就问他，中国都这样了，为什么不回南非了？在南非一定过得比中国幸福吧？还有人说，天，终于有老外出来曝光那个混蛋了，支持这个视频博主。之前我一个人揭发那个南非骗子。力量太薄弱了。Anti-Chinese, Serpentza is the reason I want to visit China someday. So on YouTube, it's kind of it's more mixed.
我们看了这么多中外网友的评论，我们独家联系到了 Serpentza， 看看他对这件事情有什么回应。
Do I hate China? Absolutely not. I love China. You know, I would not have dedicated about 14 years of my life now to China if I didn't like the place. I wouldn't have married a Chinese woman. I wouldn't have Chinese friends and family. I wouldn't have invested so much of my life into a country if I hated it so much. There's something, though, that I absolutely do hate about China, and that is the ignorance of a certain population, a certain percentage of the population. And the flip side could be said that I really adore and love the fact that there are reasonable and good people too. I am making this video because I want to make a bit of a public service announcement to all of my friends in China. Number one, to the reasonable guys who in the comment sections of my videos put forth reasonable arguments. Let's just say I talk about something that I don't like, because I don't make up lies. Everything about my life has been open and it's out there on the internet for everyone to see. It's 公开的, it's public. You can go watch all of my videos. Nothing's hidden. It's all there. My entire life story is out there. So go ahead and search through it all if you like. But if I say something which has been negatively affecting me in China, let's just say the rise in nationalism or the certain things which really bother me and really affect my life in China and affect my family's life, if I talk about it, you get two kinds of people. You get reasonable people who down in the comments will say, I disagree with you. You know, you're looking at it from a Western lens and the way Chinese people think about it is X, Y, Z. I can respect that a lot. And I think that's very important, to have that kind of critical feedback, to have a discussion about things, a reasonable discussion, because that's where people can see each other's side of the story. And that's the best way forward in any kind of situation. On the flip side, though, you get these absolute sheep, these disgusting, I hate to say it, but disgusting xenophobic, racist comments all over my comment section. These are not helping. You know, we call them the Wumao Dang. You probably know who they are. The Jianpan Sha, you know, keyboard warriors. These guys will get together on forums, or they'll listen to people who put together hate videos about me, which it happens quite often. It's very easy to go into my library of over 1,000 videos and find a few clips and put them together to make me sound like I'm a bad guy. And then they spread this kind of misinformation and slander and hate about me on the Chinese media or on other YouTube channels. I've had people from Vietnam, I've had criminals do it from Holland. There was a Dutch criminal that did it a while ago. There's another criminal who's doing it now. Sometimes not criminals do it. People that want to, you know, use my fame and my internet presence to their advantage. And all this results in is pages and pages of hate comments. People saying like, 白皮猪,公开中国, you know, like this kind of nonsense. And this doesn't help. What I would like to tell you guys out there, my Chinese subscribers, haters as well, is that, especially the haters, you're making China look very, very bad, okay? My audience is mainly a Western audience. The people that watch my videos come from England, and they come from America, and they come from Australia and all these English-speaking countries. So they watch my videos. And when they see in the comments section all these Chinese people, because usually with a Chinese name written in Chinese, saying all these disgusting things, these xenophobic things, these racist things, it makes them think that all Chinese people are very intolerant, are very racist, are very xenophobic. And it's not true. See, from my experience, most Chinese people are actually very hospitable, accepting, smart, intelligent. These are the people I deal with every day. This is my Chinese family, my Chinese friends, my Chinese subscribers, the people I meet on the street. These are the real, proper, civilized Chinese people. But you guys, the haters, are making China look so, so terrible to the Western world. And you have to understand something. I'm never going to stop making videos. okay? It doesn't matter how many people try to report me as a spy or report me to the police or leave hate comments or try to flag my videos. You won't stop me from making videos. I will be making videos by the time you've left high school, by the time you're an old man, by the time I'm an old man, I'll still be making videos. So all these hateful, racist, vengeful things that you're typing below my comments, in my comments section, below my videos, is only ever going to make you look bad. Because you can keep coming. There can be 1 million of you, there can be 2 million of you, but you will break yourselves upon me because I will not move and I will not stop. So do yourself a favor, next time you want to go down into the comment section and write something racist or xenophobic against me, remember that the whole world is watching you. And what you leave is going to change people's impression of China. So if you disagree with me, I'm very happy that you disagree with me. Leave a proper comment. Leave a comment that says, you know, I think your opinion is wrong and this is what I think is right. Because then if somebody's watching my video and they see your comment, it might change their mind. It might change my mind. So just remember that, guys. At the end of the day, of course I love China. I don't care about haters. I'll always have haters. But I do care about the image that you guys are projecting to the rest of the world as to what China's all about. So anyway, stay awesome, guys. Even the haters. Until next time. You know the drill. You're awesome.
好，视频我们就看到这里了。大家有什么想法，可以在我们的社区里面写出来，我们会和大家积极的互动。火锅大王手撕 Spencer 以后 ，Spencer 的朋友也曝光了一段视频，让我们来看一下。
So Nathan Rich is a criminal, and not just a little criminal. He is a big criminal, and this is not the kind of person that Chinese people want representing them. Now in America, we have two kinds of crimes. We have a misdemeanor and we have a felony. Now, a felony is a big crime. This means that you went out of your way to sell drugs, or you tried to hurt someone, or to break something that was expensive. Now, Nathan Rich has a class for felony of drug possession, which means that he had multiple drugs, or that he was selling something that was not marijuana. Something that, I don't know if you guys remember long ago, but a Canadian was actually sentenced to death for in China. Think about that for a moment. Nathan Rich is convicted of a crime that a Canadian not long ago here in China was convicted to and sentenced to death. Now, there's some things that you need to understand about that. As a foreigner here in China, it is not easy for us to come to China and live and stay in China, because we have to have a background check. This means that if you're a criminal, you are not allowed to stay and live here in China. So, what that means for Nathan Rich is that Nathan Rich is here in China illegally. He is a criminal. So, it means that he is either here on a student visa, a tourist visa, or perhaps a business visa, because with these visas, you are not given a background check. As per an example, for me and other people that are living and working here in China as foreigners, we must return to our home country and get our fingerprints checked. And we must send that information to the Chinese government to ensure that we are not criminals. Nathan Rich has said in his own videos that he is a CTO for a company here in China. Now, if that is true, then he is again working illegally. He should not be allowed here in China. The other thing is that he is a deceitful person, that he is trying to get you to believe that he is a good person, that he represents China, that because he made a video about Serpentza, someone that he knows that Chinese people do not always like, he is making this video in an attempt to gain fans of Chinese people that dislike Serpentza. Now, we know this because of a few things that he is doing. Again, he made a video about Serpentza, about LaY86, only pointing out the negativity of them. And he is using Chinese subtitles on his videos. See, he is very smart in that way. Some criminals are very smart about being criminals. He knows that when you see, as a Chinese person, Chinese subtitles on the bottom of the video, that you will think, oh, wow, this person, he really understands China. He really loves China. So, You cannot trust every foreigner here in China because Nathan Rich is a criminal that is doing things to make Chinese people believe that he is a good person. Just because he says the things that he knows you want to hear does not make him an honest person, does not make him a good person. So, again, do not trust him. I don't trust him. As an American, as a foreigner, I can see right through the bullshit that he is a fraud, he is a fake, and he is a dangerous person.
Spencer 朋友的爆料已经出来了，让我们看一下国外网友对这件事情的曝光有什么想法。
第一个评论是 If a person gets proved as a bad guy from his past crime record, so why is Robert Downey Jr. still famous? Should we consider him a bad guy since he was in jail? Oh, by the way, let's see how many positive comments you can get a week later, and to be clear, mine is negative for you. 还有人说 He was a criminal, not is. Understand?
就是网上的评论的话，对于火锅大王是包容的，不知道大家有什么想法？大家可以在我们的社区里面写下你的感受。然后呢，我们也联系了火锅大王本人，但是他现在还没有回应，我们会试着继续跟他联系，对这件事情的后续报道我们会跟踪。从本期开始，我们会在每一期的最后留下一个话题，在下一期我们会说不定就读出你的。
今天的话题是什么呢？
你在吃自助餐的时候，你最讨厌什么食物？
自助餐里面好像没有什么不喜欢吃的，就是不会选的。你有什么不喜欢吃的吗？
我会在评论区里告诉你。
哦，我们的社区可以在简介里面找到。
好，今天就到这里，拜拜，
拜拜。